Okay, already. Hey y'all, today I'm back with another video, and if you saw my previous short, you saw that I said I'm making a new series, and this new series starts right now. So today I thought, I always talk about photography and different things like that on my channel, so why don't I tell y'all a little bit about how I got into it, why I'm into it, and some tips and beginner tips and tricks and kick flips, whatever, about cameras. So, if you want to get into photography, you can get some tips and some pointers from me, even though I'm not a professional yet. I'm getting there. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about why I got into photography. So a little bit of backstory is I was in yearbook in high school. We got a Nikon D3200, an entry-level DSLR. And I went around taking pictures of people at school on auto mode, and I had a camera that was given to me by a family friend at home waiting. Okay, so I was given a camera, some photography books, and things like that by a family friend, a Sony A390. This came out around 2010, and I took a lot of pictures on it starting out because, in yearbook we were given a Nikon to use, but it wasn't ours to keep. But I owned this one because it was given to me as a gift. So I just took pictures on this camera in auto, trying my best. I didn't know there were other modes you could use because I didn't read the books I was given. But eventually I started reading photography books, doing things like that. My family got me some lighting equipment, which I'm using right now to film this video. I got a tripod. I got some camera bags. I just got a ton of stuff. And then, alrighty, so I just wanna stop and say something about the umbrella, baby. Okay, so Amazon has the umbrella kit, two umbrella lights with the white umbrellas, the silver umbrellas, things like that. You can get a tripod, you can get a camera bag, everything for your camera, cheap for, I'd say under $100 for a starter, so, budget. Now back to the video. I started doing photos for people. I offered senior photos for fellow seniors because I was a senior in high school when I started. I did a few senior photos in the park, in my local park, and also I got my equipment from Amazon, but I also just did some photos for members of our congregation and use the lights, use the umbrellas, get you some lights and umbrellas starting out. I recommend continuous lighting, but I will get into that later. This is just the first series. So first, I got this camera gifted to me. Secondly, I use that camera in auto mode, as I said. There are many modes on that camera, which I'll get to in later series videos. But secondly, I got this Kodak Pix Pro from Walmart. This is just a regular little camera. You can, record short videos. It runs on batteries, like AA batteries. And you can do some stuff with it. And I got it for filming YouTube videos because I wanted to do that. But instead, I just filmed on my phone. And then later on in 2020, I was on eBay and I stumbled across this, my Nikon D3400. Now, this is the camera I use all the time. Any camera brand will work fine for you if you want to get started in photography. You can start on this. You can start on an iPhone camera, a Samsung camera. You can start on one of these, an older DSLR. But I recommend an entry-level DSLR to start your photography journey. This is an entry-level DSLR. It may have a giant lens on it, but it came with the kit. So a camera like this would originally come with a small lens. I will go get it in a second, but as you can see, this one is a zoom lens. This is a 70 to 300 millimeter. You start out with a camera that's entry-level, so that way you can work your way up to the higher level ones, like a D3, D4, like that. So this is a D3400. The D3000s, I guess you could say, are the ones that are the entry level for Nikon. A Sony Alpha 390 is an entry level for Sony. This one's about 10 years old, about 11 now. Alright, y'all, so what you're going to do when you look for a camera as an entry-level beginner is look for, if you're looking for Nikon, a D3000, so 3000, 3200, 3400, 3500, so on and so forth. Once you work your way up as an intermediate photographer, you get to the D5000s. That's D5000, D5300, D5500, and then when you're on a higher level, you get to the D7000s, D7200, D7500, stuff like that. And the next level from the 7000s are the D3s. The D3s have nothing behind them. The D1, 2, 3, and 4. No thousand, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Before I go back to the video, I apologize for some angles. It was kind of hard to see, but I will try and explain. Alrighty, now here's the Nikon D3400, my camera I use every day. I was about to say standard, but it's an entry-level DSLR. A DSLR is a camera that's digital, that takes images digitally. So you turn it on by flipping that switch right there. And then it's on. You have to rotate the lens before you can even take a picture. You press this to view your images. And we have it on auto mode, as you see here, the green. Auto is the easiest mode. When you first get a camera, you should try shooting in auto because the camera controls everything. Your image should turn out pretty much perfect based on the camera settings. And that's not in focus, but you get the point. The camera does everything for you in auto mode, so it'll turn on the flash if it needs flash. It'll control everything to make your image just about perfect. So we'll turn it back on again. And to view the image you just took, you click here. You just scroll through like that. You press the back and forth arrows to go through the pictures. And let's turn that one off. Alrighty, y'all, to recap, I was given a Sony entry-level camera by a family friend. I got into yearbooking senior year of high school, and then I worked with the Nikon entry-level DSLR. I started working with my Sony at home, and then eventually I did photos for people. I got a Nikon of my own, which wasn't to school's. I recommended to you to get an entry-level DSLR, and I showed you how to do auto photography really quickly. So even though I showed you a snippet of how to do auto photography today, the next episode of this series will be showing you how to turn on your camera once you get it out the box, or if you ordered one that's used, how to turn it on, how to put the battery in, how to set all the settings that you need to get started, and you know, just a few basics. I'm not going to go too far into the menu details and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you how to take a few auto photos and things like that in the next episode, so stay tuned. And don't forget, subscribe if you like what you see, and leave a like for me. Comment on down below. Yeah, you know how it goes.